Try again. Whew. Never reach you in between songs. Because your ears. This is called let's go get your shirt out of the way. Goodness me. Anytime this year. And those you want to throw my way? Nah, I'm not going to be able to hit G in any case. Eye of the Needle, I wrote this in 1986. 38 years ago. How old was that 38 years ago? 86. I'd have been 25. That's pertinent because people I wrote this about never lived to see 25, let alone 63 like I am now. 1, 2, 3, 4. The day seems to break just as she gets used to the night time. She screams, for God's sake, I can't go through this many more times. She puts a needle in her arm and lies back. She's feeling so weary. She clutches her lucky charms as the ceiling grows distant and bleary. She shakes like a leaf that has been swept up in a typhoon. She prays for relief. She prays that the pain will subside soon. She feels herself start to flow, but each time it becomes harder. And all the ghosts start to gloat, and she knows that there's no one to guard her. Her arms turn to snakes, and her stomach is filled with revulsion. She starts to swell and shake. She's coming down, racked with convulsions. Her body tries to be sick, but there's nothing inside her to come out. 2 years on this trick, and there's so many more like her about. She feels so sad and lost. She's 18, but looks 35. And so high as the cuss, so young and so barely alive. Does she think of the friends who have died all playing this game? Does she think of the end? Does she look for someone to blame? Does she think of the days when it all seemed like fun and adventure? Before the future turned grey, lost in the mists of conjecture. Her blood runs like fire through veins so diseased and abused. And she thinks of the liars who said she had nothing to lose. Then her heart starts to race, and her breath comes in short, heavy gasps. And she feels God's embrace as he ends her addiction at last. Okay, I'm going to have to talk to you a little bit before I can come over and turn the camera off because my legs are seized. But you can't see it. I'm propped up by on Walking Frame. That's the song I wrote back in 86. I'd been homeless. It was written in my head before that. Really, I'm so sorry if I'm squinting. My eyes are no longer, our lids are no longer working. Anyway, and what's that? Not Paddington. It's Paddington Station. I think it might have been Paddington Station. And you gravitate towards, I don't know what it's like these days, you gravitate towards the train stations then, because there was lights and there were seats and everything, and occasionally the police would be patrolling, but my opinion of the police, you're talking 1980, 81 here, You'd have all these vultures stalking the bus stations and the train stations. And the police were preying on the vulnerable just as much as those people were. I'm assuming it's all changing. There was no CCTV in those days, Now, of course, everyone's got CCTV on them all the time. Anyway, you drift around squats and things like that. Young people trying to obliterate their present because it was so bad and it cost them their future. It's still going on today, it doesn't change, unfortunately. But to this day, I don't know anyone who's got a song like that, So you have to keep documenting it and putting out some unpleasant material, shall we say. Which reminds me, actually, I must try and get Amazon to republish my Bitter Realities book. The lyric to that is in there. Okay, my legs have... I'm here terminally ill myself, propped up with walking frames, but you gotta think about others, folks, okay? Because if you think about others, well, that means there might be another thinking about you, huh? Okay. I apologise for down-tuning the top E string so much, but I hope it didn't show up too badly.